what's happening? Today we're going to talk about a subject. I didn't want to do this video, but I'm going to do it anyway. You know what I mean? Because sometimes we got to talk about shit that we don't like to talk about, and that's what my channel's all about. My channel's all about touching on shit that everybody don't want to talk about. So we're going to talk about this. Now, a lot of black women claim that black men are not attracted to them. Number one, I don't recall ever hearing any black dude in any type of male secret talkings when we talk about females and shit that we don't, shit that men really wouldn't say in front of women. I've never heard one black dude say that they're not attracted to black women, right? So we're going to break down this shit and see why this shit is really happening. And I don't want to come across offensive. I want to come across honest. If you don't like what I say, then that's your problem. I'm not the guy that's going to say attitude and all women have attitudes. All women are wrong and right for the same reason. So we're not getting into that. We are strictly talking about attraction. I must say that and stress that. I can't stress it enough. We're not here pointing out this attitude, that attitude. They all got attitudes. They all good women and bad women if they want to be. That's all races of women. All races of women do the same shit. We are talking about attraction though. Now, a white dude can wear a Walmart shirt, Walmart shoes, Walmart everything, right? And get a top-notch white chick in his race. No black man can do this. And if he can, it's probably because they're very young. Name me one black dude that can get I'm talking about a top-notch black chick in his race and he's wearing Walmart shoes. Name it. I'm waiting. I will wait. He can't do it. But the white dude can. You know why? Because a lot of those white chicks date for security. They look for other shit that matters in men. I don't think a lot of black women do that shit. Because either they're not being told to do it or they're programmed not to do it. I think it's more based off of programming. That's why the white guy can wear the Walmart shirt, right? And the Walmart shoes and still pull the top-notch bad white chick in his race. You cannot do that as no black dude. Name me one dude to do it. You can't do it. And I'm not saying that these women are gold diggers and these women aren't. That's not what I'm saying. We are talking about attraction. Your ability to be able to pull somebody, why a person is attracted to you. You know, you still got gold diggers of all races. So that's not what I'm saying. It's not about me saying gold digger. It's about me saying this guy can wear a Walmart shirt, right? And pull a top-notch chick. That's the key, because men want the best-looking women they can get. He can pull a good-looking woman of his race wearing Walmart clothes. Good luck doing that as a black dude. If you're trying to get a top-notch black chick in your race, good luck. You know why? Because they're programmed to like the so-called chains and the so-called Gucci and this and that. They are programmed to like the superficial shit. So if you're not, you can go back to your days when you was a kid and you didn't have it. And mainly, they was the ones cracking on you, right? Let's be real. They was cracking on you, laughing at your shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault, and it doesn't mean that. And I'm not saying that you don't have white women who do this shit too. But I'm telling you, they normally date out of security. Is what they're looking for in a man more. Of course, they want a man that's attractive and shit, but they're more based off of security. They're doing it the right way. I don't think a lot of black chicks are programmed to do it this way for whatever reasons. Maybe black men shame them because they don't have money, so they shame the black chick and say, you just want the man because of money. No, you should date a man because of security. But show me a black dude that could wear Walmart shit and pull a top-notch black chick. It's not happening. It's not happening because they're not programmed to like that guy. They don't understand why they really should like a guy. They like the guys for the wrong reasons. That's what's really going on. So ask yourself, if you are a black chick watching, ask yourself, if you're a black dude, why would you settle for put it like this, if you can pull a better looking chick of another race than your own race, why would you do it? Why wouldn't you do it, should I say? And make it make sense. Why wouldn't you do it? You can blame the dude all you want, but it's really the programming of the so-called black female of why she likes men. It's not even the attitude. I'm not saying none of that. All women are guilty of all that. That's not me. I'm not that guy. I know better. I know all women I know all races of women are gold diggers. I know all races of women have attitudes. I know all races of women this and that. So I'm not that guy. But what I will say is there's a lot of programming going on, especially amongst the black women. And that's why they miss out on certain men. That's why certain men go to other women, because they can get a better woman of a different race than they can of their own. So they say, fuck it, why not? You would do the same thing if you was a man and the shoe was on the other foot. So before you start pointing the finger at the so-called black dude, you gotta look at yourself first and look at why you're programmed to like, why are you programmed to not like the guy who's wearing the Walmart shirt? Why does he gotta wear the Gucci shirt? Why does he gotta dress a certain way? You know what I mean? He can't dress like Common though. Y'all know who Common is, that rapper Common? You know, most of them would not want a guy who dressed like Common. You want him to dress like Young Jock or Young Dolph or something. It's all about programming. It's what they see. It's not really their fault. They don't understand that they've been brainwashed. Just like a lot of men do not understand that they've been brainwashed to like the big ass, this and that. You've been brainwashed too. So really, it's all about, a lot of people are they're the cause of their own demise in a way. People are going to go where they're welcome. Plain and simple. You even see black women do it. They get tired of black men, they're welcomed by another race of guy. And that's what they do. Nothing's wrong with that. Why wouldn't they? If they can't get it there, fuck it. I'll just go buy somebody, I'll go get somebody that I like that likes me. It don't really matter about color in the first place. That's number one. It really don't matter about color. But since y'all want to try to understand why this shit's happening, I'm here to break this shit down to y'all. The number one problem is the superficial attraction bullshit narrative that they got going on, because they've been programmed to do that. Just like the men have been programmed, she ain't got a big ass, dog, I don't want her. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. I'm telling you right now, white dudes who get the top-notch white chicks in their race, I'll never see them wearing no Gucci and all that. Maybe yes, some, okay, here and there. But for the most part, nah, they got on Walmart shit, or some plain ass shit, maybe some American Eagle or some shit. You can't even pull the top-notch black chick wearing American Eagle. You can't do it, because she doesn't know what American Eagle is. It's not superficial enough. It's all about the so-called rap image, trying to be celebrities, and if a guy doesn't seem like he's Mr. Popular, then I don't want him either. It's a brainwashing. It's not really that they're not good enough as women and other women are better than them. They just don't understand why it is what they're doing. They've been programmed to be this way, man. And until they snap up out of it, well, the guys are never going to be good enough. You'll never be good enough, because you're not Jay-Z, you're not Lil Wayne. So therefore, I'm not going to look at you as a so-called king, like another race of woman might. Now, I'm not saying all races of the other women are good to these men, and that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying this. He probably has a better chance of pulling a 10 of another race than his own race when you're the so-called black dude. Not the other races of men, but the so-called black dude. He probably has a better chance of pulling a 10 of another race than his own. Why is that? Why is that? Now, I'm not saying a woman shouldn't have standards and she likes what she likes, but liking motherfuckers based off of they're not Jay-Z or Lil Wayne, you're not in reality. You gotta, that's like me saying if she ain't Beyonce, I ain't fucking with her, dog. That's not reality. Do I have Jay-Z money? Am I Jay-Z level? No. So why the fuck am I looking for Beyonce? But this is what these women do. And the main reason why they do that, because they can see somebody like Jay-Z dealing with, even though he probably don't know more, a superstar rapper, Lil Wayne, dealing with a normal, average girl. So they say, if that girl pulled Lil Wayne, then I deserve Lil Wayne. I don't want you the truck driver, I don't care if you make $250,000, you made 100,000, I don't care what y'all make. I want Lil Wayne or Drake or whatever, and that's the problem. They want what they can't have, man, and that's why they're not satisfied with average men, or with average. I don't want to say average basic men, but I have to dumb it down to make a separation from celebrity type shit versus like everyday people, and that's what's really going on. You got women too superficial, and the other women, they look at the guy as he's special, and you don't. And then you wonder why the man chooses that. Why the fuck would he not? Why would I not choose somebody who sees me special and I see them special? It doesn't make sense. Why am I going to fight a woman and try to get with a woman who don't even respect me or want me, right? The problem is you. It's not you. They keep blaming it on black men, saying they don't like us. Nah, it's the programming. Even though black men are part of the reason why you're programmed this way. You know, they're not making videos like I'm making right now, exposing this shit. Why? Because they don't want to lose out on pussy and all this other shit, right? And then sometimes, like, it's more programming. They have been programmed to only like certain type of men. Like, you gotta be like Street or some shit. If I'm lying, call me out on it. How many times have you seen, all races of women say this, but how many times have you seen it? I don't want a 9-to-5 guy. If he ain't doing this or that, I don't want. How many times? It's all about programming. These women have been programmed to like the bad guy. And a lot of men have been programmed to be the bad guy, because if you don't be the bad guy, then you're not going to get as much pussy, right? So let me sell out and sell my soul and be the bad guy too, and put on a character costume. You know what I mean? And act like somebody I'm not. So that's because that's the only way the woman's going to find me attractive. So I guess I got to carry this image. But then if the black dude don't want to carry that image, now he's not black all of a sudden. Now everything that he's been through in life and all the scars that he's been through, he grew up in the hood and all that. Now all of a sudden he's not black anymore. Maybe he just grew the fuck up and realized who black people really was. And he said, that's not who black people are. That's programming. This is what black people are. That's what they hidden from us. That's what God really wants me to be. Let me be that. But the problem is women don't get turned on by that. And it's not really just the so-called black women who don't get turned on by it. It's all races of women. But I'm trying to give you an example of why this shit's happening. More than likely, the black dude you see as a 2 or a 5 or something, they see as a 10. You can't blame them for that. You can't blame them because they see greatness in the dude that you don't see for whatever fucking reason. I don't know why you don't see it. Whatever. Who cares? He don't act like a thug or something. I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. And I got nieces and everything, and I hope, and little cousins, and I'm hoping they watching this shit too. And I hope they take this shit to heart. Because I tell them all the time, you're liking the wrong guy. You're not liking the good guy. The good guy's too square for you. He's too nice for you. That's devil talk. That's the devil in your ear telling you that shit, man. Making it seem like the so-called guy that's bad for you is the best thing and the coolest thing and shit. But in the end, you're going to be suffering as a single mother because you're listening to the devil's lie, man. It's not worth it, man. Then when you grow up and finally realize it, then you want the so-called other guy. It's too late. It's fucking too late, man. You better get this shit right now, man. Stop judging that man because he got on the Walmart shirt, man. Now if he got on a Walmart shirt and he's a bum and he's not about shit, that's different. But what if he got on a Walmart shirt and he got a whole bunch of money? Maybe he just don't want to dress like this. Maybe he don't want no gold chain. Maybe he don't want to say nigga every fucking 5 seconds. Maybe he's past that. Maybe he grew out of that. You know, maybe you should grow out of that as women and stop liking that shit because it's poison anyway. It's poison anyway. Even though we all grew up in a situation and all that, we all got to grow out of that because that's not what God wanted us to be. That's what the so-called elite wanted us to be, to keep us down. To keep us down as people. And guess what? The elite is not just doing it with black people. The elite's doing it with all people. The elite want all people to be programmed with this shit so they can keep all people down. This don't just keep black people down. This keeps all people down. When you dumb yourself down to a lower vibration than what you could potentially be, it don't matter what color. You could be green or purple. You're still dumbing yourself down and you're settling for less. Now, on the flip side, I know I said that they have very high standards and shit like that, but also sometimes they have very low standards. See, with them, it's either too high or too fucking low. And that's really with all women. It's too high or too low. They want too much out of the man, or they don't ask enough out of the man. You gotta find a balance, man. You gotta find I understand you don't want some super nice, weak, square dude, but at the same time, why do I gotta shoot a motherfucker for you to get your pussy wet? Why? I don't wanna shoot a motherfucker. I don't wanna have to answer to God, all right? I already gotta answer to God anyway. I don't wanna have to answer to God for other stuff, or karma, or go to jail just to impress a woman to make her like me, or to have a kid by her, because if I don't act like a thug, she doesn't feel like my genes are worthy of reproducing with her. Like, what the fuck is going on out here, man? Nobody want to hear this shit, though. Because when you start speaking it, now you're being disrespectful. No, I'm not being disrespectful. You're being disrespectful by ignoring this shit that I'm saying. Because you know it's true, man. And it's not all women, thank God. It's not all of them. It's not all of them. Matter of fact, the ones that ain't complaining about this shit probably got a black dude. I guarantee you, more than likely, they probably got a black dude. If she's a good-looking woman, takes care of herself, and has her mind right, shit, 9 times out of 10, she probably got a black dude. Why? Because they grew up. When you're black and you grow up, you got black women around you, right? So you find one that's good, you're gonna be like, hey, I like this one. It ain't about no fucking color. Like, you ain't like, well, she's black, nah, I'm good. That's not what we do. Name it. Name a time where I don't know one black dude who does this shit, that grew up around black women. No, I don't like them, dog. That's not what happens. What usually happens is, it's usually the ones who are pretty decent. You know what I mean? When it comes to liking a woman, they're pretty decent men. And a lot of the black women, he's too nice. Just like the other races. You see the women rejecting a good guy. It happens in all races. Let's not get it twisted. But I still feel like the other races of men, they don't have to be gangsters and superficial to pull the top-notch girls, and men want top-notch women. So that's what it is. That's what you're seeing. If they can pull a top-notch chick of another race, why the fuck would they not do it? And what's wrong with it if they do? I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Step your game up. Learn what men really want, instead of this programming, superficial, bad bitch shit. That's not what men want. Just like women don't want this feminine, watered down, masculine, watered down version of men, masculine, watered down version of men that you see asking women to take care of them and all that. Women don't want that. So why do we gotta settle for shit we don't want, right? All I know is the white dude don't have to wear no gold chain and shit to pull the top-notch chicks of his race. He don't have to do it. All you gotta do is be a good dude, taking care of himself and having money and handling business, and he gonna get a top-notch chick like that. Boom. Now, if you're a black dude, good luck. You better have, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna take almost a miracle. Because it's programmed that way, because they don't want us in general to be together. That's number one. Number two, they really don't want any races of people to get along. Honestly, they want to break up all homes. Let's be real about it. But this topic is based off of a certain criteria, so I gotta come at y'all that way. So don't try to twist my shit and make it seem like I'm saying that, you better just date your race. And then I ain't say none of that. If you can find somebody that you like better and they not the same color as you, who gives a fuck, right? But y'all, what I'm mad about is y'all trying to say that we don't like y'all. That's what pisses me off, because it's not true. How the fuck am I not going to be attracted to you when I got your face pretty much? Your genes is my genes, so how the fuck am I not attracted to you? The problem is, you more than likely aren't attracted to certain men because you want them to act like the programmed men. You want them to carry themselves like so-called rappers and shit. And maybe most men, the good ones, we done with that. We passed that for the most part. It's still in us, but we rather be the more grown man than the 15-year-old boy that we was. And y'all can't see it. And then y'all wonder why you can't find real grown men. Because you're not attracted to them. They right there in your face all over this motherfucker. You just don't want them. So wake the fuck up, man. Or keep picking the same ones and crying and complaining. If you don't get your pussy don't get wet because he wears a Walmart shirt and some type of shoes like some of the white dudes, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. You're done. You're done. Because every black dude ain't gonna have gold chains and look like Jay-Z and have all this money. That's not happening. But you know, you got motherfuckers simping who got a lot of money, so these women will always think that they have a shot. You got motherfuckers willing to fly them out and shit, and they didn't earn that. So that's what it really boils down to too. You know, they need to be smacked back to reality, and they need to realize where their level of dating really is, their sexual market value really is. But they don't see it because, and when I'm saying this, I'm talking about all women. They don't see it because you got motherfuckers willing to fly them on a boat. I had to pay to get on that fucking boat. She just had to be a woman with a vagina. She's on the boat getting a rich man and shit. Come on, man. It's all fucked up. It's not fair. And then you got women who don't look as good as them. They don't get that shit. They don't get off like that. All simply because the woman has a look and she gets a pass and gets her way in life and shit. So now she thinks she's better than everybody. And that's another thing you got going on. Men do not have standards, so that makes women think that they can always do better. So it always makes you look like you're not good enough. And you got to understand, black women have been around black men more than any other women. So to them, it's like, that's old news. I ain't worried about that guy. And then other women, they looking at you like, hey, that guy's perfect. I think I like him. You see? To her, you're just another dude. To the black woman, you're just another black guy. He's just another black guy. He ain't Jay-Z. To them, they like, hey, that's a good dude right there. I think I might want to fuck with him. So you can't get mad at them because they see something in these guys that you don't. That's what it really boils down to. These other races of women, I ain't saying they better than you. I ain't saying they don't have an attitude and all that. I'm not that guy. Because they just as bad or just as good as the next woman or man. But what I will say is, they tend to see things and they tend to look at these guys in a better light than you do. So in other words, what you see as a 10, they might see as an 8. What you see as a 5, they see as a 10. Can't get mad at them. Just like some white dudes like, she's too thick. And you know, black dudes see the white chick, nah, she's perfect. I like her. And then them white dude racist and mad. Because he don't see the greatness in the girl that you do. That's the same thing that's going on. It's just vice versa. It's foolishness, man. So I ain't worried about it. I didn't even want to make this video, but I had to do it because one of my friends, she just made me want to make it. Now, we wasn't even arguing or nothing. She was really, like, being honest and really feeling like black men aren't attracted to her and shit. She's not even ugly or nothing. So, I don't know. But I had to make the video. I'm out here for now, y'all. Y'all have a good Friday, man. But that's what it is, man. You know, remember this, man. The right people, they can see shit in you that other people can't. And that's why they're the right people. It don't matter what color they are. The right people see shit in you that other people can't. So if my wife is a fucking different race because she sees greatness in me, then that's what the fuck it is. I can't make you're black, you better see the greatness in me, girl. I can't make you see that. You don't see it, you don't see it. I ain't about to force you to see it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. That is not my fault because you don't see it. And they do. I'm going after what sees it. Plain and simple. And what I see in the woman. I'm going after what I see in the woman and what the woman sees in me. I'm not about to fight and tussle and all this bullshit and black pride and all that. I'm not doing none of that. Because if it was black pride so damn much, why the fuck you don't see the greatness in me? Why is it always these niggas ain't shit? I thought it was black this and black that. So don't kick that black shit to me when you can't even see the greatness in half the men. It makes no sense, man.